Hi there. I hope this finds you all healthy and happy. I am doing a watercolor for you this evening, and I am just now putting some water down on my paper. This is Arches cold press watercolor paper, 140 pound. And excuse me. And this is going to be a bit of a combination between a loose floral design, but mostly a loose floral design, and well, you'll see here as I go along, I do put in a little bit of detail, but it's not like a precise painting like I've done some of those in the past here. And I'm going to show you here how you can see the little bit of water on the paper there. And I'm speeding this up just a tiny bit. I've dropped in some color, sort of a coral colored pink. And I've going to put it in 3 different spots here. Dab up a little bit of that water. There was too much on that one. To sort of give the semblance of floral shapes here. And like I said, I just want them to be kind of loose. Adding some greenery very loosely as well. I did discover something while doing this particular painting, and that was that the benefits of looking at a piece through a camera lens, whether that be your camera that you're videoing on or your phone, really is beneficial. Maybe just standing up if you're seated while you're painting and stepping back and looking at it that way would offer the same benefits. I'm not sure, but I do know that from now on I'm going to try to give that a try. And I dropped in some dark green there on the leaves, and I am now dropping in some deeper, I wanted a little bit deeper hue or color in my flowers, and so I'm kind of putting that in there. I don't like how I did this, and now that I have done it, I know what I did and how to remedy that for the next painting that I do. So I learned something, and that's always good. So took a little bit of color out of it there, and then I do go back later and fix those flowers up a little bit more the way I like them. These are some stems that I've added. I'm going to put some buds on the end of the stems here. When I started out, I wanted this to be a little bit more loose than it is right now, but in the end, I really do like how it turned out. Dropping in a little bit more intense color again and this is the part that I especially didn't care for, how I did it. It turns out all right in the end. I do go back and do a couple other things to the actual flower petals, and it turns out all right in the end, but I don't like how I did it. It's not exactly what I was trying to accomplish. But like I said, you learn, that's the purpose of painting as often as you can, so that you can learn what you like and what you don't like, and what's the best method for you, and to achieve the results that you're looking for, and all that good stuff. So then I'm going to add some more leaves, some more formed or actual shaped leaves here. And I believe the color I'm using might be olive green from my new Mission paints. And if it is straight olive green, I'm not sure. I might have added a little yellow to it. This green here is a little bit darker. That might be the hooker's green, or I'm not exactly sure what color that is, or a mixture of something. I don't think it is the hooker's, that's not dark enough, but if I figure out what color it is, I will put it in the description box below. And here's just some little scruffy, scraggly little leaves, sketchy little leaves that I'm adding on to my smaller stems. Just to kind of put a little bit more, give them a little bit more interest. I did get a couple of Princeton snap brushes. This is one that I'm using here. I believe it is a size 6. And I added just a little bit of background there into the center. I felt that it was too white, so I put in some sort of a mixture of green in there as well. And here goes a couple more leaves. And now I'm going to add some buds to my stems. I do like the buds, how they turned out in the end. Just trying to decide which way I wanted to go with my bud there. Making people dizzy. I have my paper taped down to my homemade board. It is a couple pieces of really thick chipboard, and then what I did on the top of it, where I taped the actual painting down to, I sealed it a little bit with a spray sealer, just so that it would have a tiny bit of resistance to wear and tear, from the tape pulled up and down and so on. Adding some little scruffy leaves to the bottoms of my little buds. And I did speed this up to double time, so that the video wasn't so long, but I feel like you can kind of see what I'm doing and tell what I'm doing. I do go back in and quote unquote fix the flower a little bit that I was not happy with. You'll see that towards the end. And here we are. This is the finished piece, and if it looks upside down to you from what it was, that's because it is. I decided that I liked it upside down a little bit better than the way I actually worked on it. So I turned it upside down, and I did fix the one flower a little bit to like it better. And so there it is, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you.